Now, if you know me by now, you know that I love a little bit of disruption. And there's one deck out there that likes disrupting energy specifically, and it just got buffed. As we're playing Gengar with Janine's Secret Art. So Janine allows you to search for 2 basic dark energy and attach them to your dark Pokemon anywhere you like. And if you attach the active, then it poisons the active, which is great for Gengar because it's a dark Pokemon and it does need 2 energy to attack, so it can be awkward. Janine removed that. And yes, because it poisons the active, we can use Binding Mochi to take its 160 damage output to 200 damage in one swing, allowing you to now 2-hit KO big stage 2s like Charizard. And since I last took a look at Gengar, there's another buff that came out a little while ago in Neo Upper Energy to allow you to attack for 1 energy as well. So there's a lot more energy utility for Gengar that wasn't around when I last took a look at it. So let's see how this updated Gengar list now plays. Before we get into it, I want to shout out Pokédex for You, where you can buy pre-built, yes, pre-built Pokemon TCG decks. No longer do you need to hassle about buying cards individually through different websites, waiting to receive each card at a different time, with them varying in quality and even risking getting bent or fake cards. So Pokédex for You does it all for you by giving you a deck to play right out of the box. We're talking meta decks, road decks, and they even sell GLC decks. By clicking the link below and using the code FTW5, you will receive 5% off at checkout. Thanks again to Pokédex for You for making life easier. Now, let's get going. All right, I see Fezandipiti. I saw Dark Energy. As you see, I've got a mulligan. So I have a feeling we're playing against the Loyal 3. Let's go for a Poffin here, and I think I just go for these 2. It doesn't seem like I've prized anything with heavy balls. So, well, I did prize Pheasant, actually. So maybe I'll grab the Pheasant from the prizes. All right, let's just do that. I'll also attach an energy to Gastly, and I'm not going to get the Pheasant in play. I could be Iono next turn, which would be a pain, but I have a feeling they're going to be focused on charging up, you know, with the likes of getting Janine out, just as we are trying to do, but they just, whoa, they just attach and pass? I'll take that any day of the week, bro. Give me an Arven. Give me an Arven now. So I think we go for Ultra Ball. I'm tempted to go Nest Ball Stone. No, Ultra Ball Stone, right? Yeah, Ultra Ball Stone. Oh, we priced Stone? Oh, shot. Okay, well, we don't need the Mochi in this particular matchup, so I'm just going to get the Fan, and I'm going to Ultra Ball away. I think I might have to just wait this turn and pass, which I'm fine, so maybe I'll just get Pidgeot out now. It means I do lose the Pheasant with the Heavy Ball, so maybe I go for this kind of play. Okay, then I should have got Mochi with hindsight, but you know what? Hindsight, ein schmeit, you know what I mean? It is what it is. We'll just Rare Candy into the Pidgey and just try and keep our setup going. So I think I'll just grab an energy as well while we're here. Oh, we've also priced Neo Upper. Okay, interesting stuff. Interesting pricing, but I'll just go into Haunter here, and I'm happy to pass. I mean, with a bit more urgency, I would have maybe tried to go for something different, but they've got nothing, so there's no pressure here. Oh, they just attach again and pot. What? Bro, you're bricking that bad? Jesus. Well, I'm just going to do this then. You've got nothing in hand. I'm just going to go and just attack with Gengar now. Let's just go for it. Let's take advantage of this situation here, and then just go for our Tricky Steps, which funny enough won't actually do anything. For those who don't know, Tricky Steps moves an energy off the active to any Pokemon you like, but there's no other Pokemon in play. So, but anyway, there's pressure now. They have to bench something or they lose. Well, they get a Vessel. They can take out my Pidgey, which maybe I should have put this back down, actually. But listen, right, if it's just a GG, it's just a GG. Energy coming in. Oh, they catch ya. Hello. It does tails, but okay. And they... Oh, that is just rough. That is unfortunate. Hey, it happens to all of us, though. And this is a nice little teaser, I guess you could say, for the start of the video. And there you are. GG's, baby. Okay, playing against the Moon, which is not a good matchup, and going second doesn't feel good. But that said, we do have some things in our favor here in our hand. So that's actually okay with me. Go for a Nest Ball here. Or they go for a Nest Ball, not me. What am I waffling about? Getting a Squawk out as I go for a Squawk and Seize. Funny enough, the Janines and the Mochi actually allows us to Oko these moons, which we wasn't able to do before. So there you go. Interesting. So maybe we're trying to get a Pecharunt on the bench as well to be more consistent in self-poisoning. Nonetheless, they get a Greninja and they go for a Nest Ball after concealed cards, getting another moon. They go for a Booster Capsule on the benched moon as well. A Pokestop coming in. They go for that. Not getting any Ancient cards there. How many Ancients in this card power? Literally just a Moon EX, right? They're doing like 80 damage right now. Okay, that's better than nothing. And it's turn 1. So, you know, wait, have they squawked yet? Oh, they have. Okay, that's fine. Well, Squawk is definitely a target for us as well. But for now, I'm going to puff in. Gonna get a Gastly and a Pidgey, and I think I'm gonna risk the Heavy Ball. Okay, that's unfortunate. Right, so we've only got 5 energy in deck in terms of Darkness energy. That's okay. I kind of low-key want to Ultra Ball here to get the most out of Janine, but I think I just Janine here and pass. Oh, actually, do you know what? I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna try Pokestop. This ain't gonna punish me. Never. I mean, no and yes. Actually, that was pretty good. Let's be real. That was actually quite decent. You see, now I can Janine, but I'm actually going to Janine to the active and retreat because I don't actually want Fezandipiti in the active this turn, and I do need a pivot. So I will go like this and just retreat the Pheasant into a Pidgey, and then we'll go from there. Pretty much having Gengar next turn, which is nice. Either way, they go for an Explorer's Guidance here, getting rid of some energy and some more ancient cards here. 1 currently, 2, 3, and then the Ancient Drum is 4. That's 5, 6. So doing 130 currently. That said, you need the energy in play, my guy. You ain't got no energies about. Let's see if they get some attachments going. I'm sure they do, right? I'm sure they got some dark patches, switch carts, all that jazz. But they attach to the active, so that's interesting. Oh, they just You best believe I'm going for that KO me, Donny. Oh, all right. Let's Rare Candy into Pidgeot there. And then I think I get rid of Turo and Ultra Ball to get Gengar out. And this is going to be absolutely beautiful. I'm going to go into the Gengar here. I'm going to check my deck before playing Lumineon because I want a Lumineon for a Janine. I want to make sure it's not prized. It isn't. That's good. So I can Lumineon for Janine and just grab a Mochi. And then I'm hitting 200, right? Yeah, okay, cool. So let's get the Mochi out and we'll go into Lumineon here. We'll grab ourselves Janine again. Make sure we retreat because we want to have poison on the Gengar. And I'm going to put an energy on the Gastly and the Gengar. And look at that. On the energy trade, we are already there. And we haven't even attached the turn for this game yet. Janine has been doing all the energy for us, so that's kind of nice. Would have been nice with some energy attachments as well, but either way, we're keeping in. Tricky sets for exactly 200, which is literally what we need. And I'm actually going to move the energy to Greninja. The more energy in the discard pile, the more energy they can Seda and Dark Patch. I just want to keep that energy in the game. We want to move it to a Pokemon that is completely useless. Granted, it gives them a free retreater, but that's fine. And we also have Boss next turn to bring up Squawk. It's going to be massive for prize trading. I'm still a bit doubtful, though, because we have to deal with this deck that's just going to be able to one-hit KO me late game if they really get there, and that just starts getting scary, you know? They're definitely two-shotting me already, that's for sure. What are they doing now, then, huh? Okay, Norin Curse coming in. Completely forgot about that. Completely forgot about that ability. Interesting enough, if I have 2 Gengar in play, the Norin Curse actually brings them down enough to be able to one-hit KO them without the Mochi poison, because the Norin Curses do stack. Oh, we do have Pecharunt in here as well. I forgot that's a good late-game attacker, so maybe I'll try and get down to 2 prizes and then just like Pecharunt, Gust, Squawk for game. Maybe that's the play. But that just gives them more time to maybe hit a penny or something and just pick up the Rotom. Not Rotom, sorry, the Squawk. Well, they get rid of another Moon and a Pokestop. Getting another Moon. If they do go for a Moon KO, I do have a response. Because Gastly just hits 30 damage, so it will just KO it anyway. Assuming they don't have Ancient Boosters, but they've been blasting those Ancient Boosters all over their moons. Don't take that out of context. So the odds are pretty decent. Either way, 190, big hit, and an unfortunate one at that. We have another Mochi, but I don't know if I want to bench that onto, sorry, throw that onto Gastly just yet. I might want Fan later on, you know? Right, so here's the question. I am getting KO'd next turn, so I would love to have a Gengar now and then just Turo, but maybe I'll have to save that for the turn afterwards if I get lucky enough to pull it off. I can't say for sure. I can Pal Pad some Janine's back, but I don't need energy now. Now I just need to make sure I've got a Gengar next turn, right? So I think I do just go for a Haunter here. I mean, is it better to go for something else? Like, no, I think I just get Haunter. I'll be real with you, man. I'll be real with you. I think we just grab a Haunter. And do I take my opportunity to just Gust KO the Squawk? Is that what I'm doing? I don't think I do. I think I'm, oh man. Like I'm debating just KOing this because I can. You know what I mean? Do you know what? I'm gonna boss. I don't know if that's right or not, you know, but let's just do it. Let's just do it. Let me take those 2 prize cards, okay? It's just I had it in hand. I might as well have done it. Am I going to get punished? Most likely, but we're here. Well, actually, we've got 3 prize cards to take. They have to take a 1-hit knockout every single turn now in order to actually win. So maybe that was the right call to put that kind of pressure on them, you know? They do have to take Okos every turn after this. Now, that's not impossible. Of course, there's counter catchers, there's prime catchers. They had drum, no prime. Okay, so no prime, that's good. And they are a counter down. So their Gust is pretty low, meaning we could just about get away with this. They go for a Pokestop and they Super Rod, okay? And they are still not benching their Moon EX, by the way, which is, of course, correct. But either way, the Gengar does go down, and I am gonna need to go for Janine here. Oh God, in order to get the KO. That's kind of what my concern was, right? They're gonna, oh, a Fan? Yes, okay. Oh, no, because if I hit them, I move the energy, which means they need to attach, or they could just Seda, though. Okay, it's either I Fan or how am I getting 2 cards here? Okay, Let me flip the script and see what I get. Okay, that's definitely not helping at all. I'm gonna risk it at Pokestop. I'm kind of searching for Pal Pads. Nope, that didn't work. I wanted Pal Pads so I can recover Janine, and then get it out. And then, how was I getting? Yeah, okay, no, that ain't happening. All right, so what? Just get Gengar here? I mean, sure thing. The Dark Patch is gonna come in clutch, so I like that. That's decent. So let's do that. I can attach here, and I will. Maybe I just Iono then. Yeah, maybe I just go for. I'll go for a fan and an Iono. We'll do that. Yeah, that's definitely the move. I could have done Pecharunt on the bench actually, and that would have guaranteed the poison. Or maybe I should have Pecharunted. Oh, I don't know now. Right. Well, I am gonna Pal Pad. I'm gonna cover a boss and a. Oh, I kind of dig Turo, you know. Oh, do I get... Oh, good. Oh, I don't know. Turo could buy me the turn that could win me a game, you know. Give me the right top decks and we could be talking. So I think I'm just going to get Turo back. I don't think I get boss, though. I think I go for maybe Janine instead. I don't know. I'm just winging it, okay? Let me quick search. Let me get a Gengarini. Come out, you big fella. Love to see you again. I mean, look, we're not getting the KO, but if they don't have a Seda, because we have just brought them down to 4, they might have Seda now that I think about it. They will activate Ignoring Curse and self KO. So it is something to bear in mind, you know? That's a pretty big deal. Maybe I should have just gone for the Pecharunt route and just taken the KO while I have it. What is their Seda situation, actually? They're 3 down. Okay. So maybe they ain't gonna have it. If they do whiff, did they get Seda in their hand last turn? Let me just quickly check. No, they played a Seda, but there's no indication of them finding one. Huh. We may have just bought a turn here ourselves. Oh, they attacked. Oh, they didn't notice. The Ignoring Curse is going to self-KO. Oh, what have you done? You just KO'd yourself. Oh, bro, that is so unfortunate. I'm sure maybe they did that on purpose because I would have KO'd anyway. So it just allows them to get the swing, right? Maybe that's it. They're like, well, if I don't attach, then they're just going to KO me. So I might as well attach. And oh, it actually does allow them to get cards in the discard pile to up their damage output, which is kind of funny. But either way, I have a option now in attacking with Pecharunt instead, Pecharunt EX, but I'd have to get some cards to pull that off. I'm more tempted to just pick up Lumineon. I think that makes more sense to me with Turo so that they don't have an easy KO option, you know what I mean? So I'm just going to Turo Lumineon because they are just a boss away from that and they could have one more out and I don't want to risk that. So I am just going to go for Turo on this. This might have been a bad play, but we're here, man. We're here. We're trying, okay? We're trying to make it happen. So let's just see my options quickly. Pecharunt is still hanging about. We still have Stone, but no, oh, we have Lumineon to help with that, actually. No Gengar, though, but we do have Night Stretcher. So we have options. We do have options. I'm just going to fail that. If I get a Night Stretcher off this Pokestop, it's a risky Pokestop. Yeah, I didn't want to risk exactly that. I didn't want to risk the Stone, but we've lost it. Oh, well. It would have been nice to get a Gengar out now, so I could just have like a little retreat play, you know, if we do get in trouble. But we could always pull that off next turn. So I'm just going to tricky step here and go for the 160. Unfortunately, not doing the right amount of damage, but it is what it is. Yeah, actually, getting that Gengar would have been massive because if they attached to the active, that would have been another self-KO. But I think I made the right call. I think I had no choice but to remove Lumineon because that was just their out to game. I didn't want to give them that out. Well, they do attach to the active, which does activate Ignoring Curse, but unfortunately doesn't self-KO this time around. And isn't it so weird seeing free Darkness Energy on a Greninja? Oh, it's funky times. It's not actually doing anything here per se, but, you know, it's fun. Either way, there's another booster. Jeez, they're just going to boost their way through this, aren't they? That's really what's going to be happening here. There's the Venturance fletching, and my God, would it be nice to now have Turo available. I technically could still do Turo. Oh, no, we've Pal Padded again. Yeah. For some reason, I thought I had another Pal Pad. That's a lie. Okay, so I think I just get a Stretcher, get Gengar, and attack with a fresh one. I think that's what I've got to do here. We do have like the Janine option in the future. With Mochi, I'd have to find the Mochi though somehow. So that's something to bear in mind. Well, I could do that now with Arven, right? Okay, let me just stretch her and get Gengar out. Yeah, we'll get Gengar back. Then we'll Rare Candy into it. I'll attach Neo Upper. I'm going to Arven now. Get my Mochi and probably Candy. I mean, do I need anything else in particular? Well, actually, no, I could Pecharunt for something, so I'm going to Nest Ball. Oh, wait, I can Pecharunt now. Well, I'm not going to do that. That's just stupid, isn't it? That is just dumb. Yeah, that's just a bad idea because I'm just only going to poison myself for no reason. So I think I just manually retreat here, and I can always Pecharunt if they try and Gust stick me. So let's just go for the tricky steps. The one thing we have going in our favor here is, well, they have a moon with no energy attached, and they have 2 cards in their hand. So we should be able to get through this by simply managing our own board here. So an energy there, that's nice. It means I can actually manually retreat Pecharunt and still attack. So if they have to retreat to this to try and buy a turn, we've got a guaranteed KO thanks to the new buffs where we otherwise wouldn't. Oh, they got the pheasant. Ugh. Right, so, well, they can't do it, right? They need to Seda attach and Gust? Or are they hitting 310 right now? They hit 250 before. We've put 2 more in there, so they're hitting 270. That's 280. They need 3 more ancient cards in a discard pile, and they will actually... No, 4, sorry, and they will get there. No, it is 3. Sorry, did I just say 280? I think I did. Does either they have it or they don't? Oh, God, they are awfully close. I'm scared. Heavy ball coming in. It's now or never. 0 cards in deck for my opponent. They're going to retreat into the moon. Counter catcher! No, come on. Please say you just don't have energy. I think you're BMing. I think you're trying to bluff. You want me to scoop. I am not scooping, my Donny. Watch. I'm going to sit here and wait. As you wait, hoping I click the concede button. I'm sorry, mate. I figured you out way before you thought you figured me out, all right? This is, my friends, what we call copium at its finest. They are still just waiting for something to happen. I'm sorry, it ain't. There you go. Full cope, full cope, full cope. I'm just going to go for the end turn here because I'm not going to give it back, all right? As we say, an eye for an eye makes everyone blind. Is that the quote? That's probably not it. Anyway, GG. It's not the best turn, but it's one that we can play out of, especially with that Gastly start. That's kind of nice. I'm going to get rid of you and just get myself Rotom. I've added Rotom in this deck instead of Lumineon. I'm cycling between the two, as you can tell in the video. Because I'm just kind of curious as to which one is better. I mean, Rotom's quite nice when you have these kind of hands. Quite nice when you have these kind of hands. But Lumineon's pretty good for the mid to late game, where you could struggle in achieving some combos. So I'm kind of just stuck between the two. Yes, you could technically have both, but you also have Pecharunt and Fezandipiti available to bench. So you don't want your bench Pokemon just being support Pokemon, you know? So I am just deciding to limit myself to one or the other and just playing between the two to see which one benefits me the most. It seems like Rotom just gets that slight cutting edge for me because this deck is much more setup reliant. So a lot of this game's success comes from the early turns, and that's where Rotom is strong. So that's kind of my thought process. Well, they get Lumineon and they're going to throw it down. We are playing against a Greninja, which also strangely plays an Ogerpon, which does the same thing as Greninja. Okay. Unless there is a reason that I'm missing here. Obviously, there's Sob and all that, but yeah, I'm interested. Either way, they go for an Arida and they get the Palkia. Oh yeah, of course they can Palkia, can't they? And likely we'll see a Greninja then, I assume. And if that's the case, I need to get Manaphy down because they can actually go for some bench damage, which we don't want. So it might be worth me going for a Pidgeot, getting a Poffin to get maybe another Gastly or another Pidgey down or something. Yeah, from there, I'm going to go like this, I think. Or no, I think I get rid of the Stretcher. No, because I could Stretcher for... actually, I'll get rid of the energy instead, because I can Stretcher for Haunter, and then I can just guarantee Gengar next turn with Ultra Ball. So, but then energy might actually be better off. Okay, do you know what? I'm just going to... I'm going to do this. I'm going to get a Pidgeot out. I think the Pidgeot will stay alive this turn. I'm pretty sure of that. Then I'll Night Stretcher to get Haunter out. That's fine. I'll bench Haunter, attach, quick search. We haven't prized Manaphy. That's good. So I can just get Poff in here. Yeah, just get a Manaphy, get another... I will get another Gastly, actually. I think this Pidgeot's going to be okay. So I'm just going to get another Gastly and then just go for my instant charge. That seems like a better play, all things considered. And we have Janine. Okay, that's going to be huge. It means we can get some acceleration going and be a little bit ahead of the curve there. That's nice. Rare Candy coming in. Also, there is a card you can add in this deck as well, which is Sneasler. I've opted out of Sneasler because, well, primarily because of the fact that you just have so much Pokemon to bench that there's many a times where you don't play Sneasler. But I can't lie. This might have been the case where I would have thrown a Sneasler down over anything else, because with the poison, I actually would with Mochi hit 230, and that would OHKO this Ogerpon, whereas with the Janine's poison and Mochi, I'm not, because of the damage output being 200, just missing the 210. So there is a case to be made to play Sneasler in here as well, but then the bench can just be awkward at times, you know? But yes, Mr. Commenter, who will probably point it out, you can play Sneasler. I am aware of it. I just made the decision to not play it. Right, the late Rare Candy into Greninja, they are pretty much set up, and they go for a Sob, frustratingly. I can just Turo here, actually, but that means I can't attack. So what can I do here? Do I have... Oh, no, I have Pecharunt, right? Yeah, I can Pecharunt. Okay, yeah, Pecharunt gets me there so I can go for Heavy Ball. And then I can Arven for Vessel and then just Ultra Ball into Gengar, right? Yep, that's the play. That's definitely the move. So let me grab the Pech here so I can just switch into the active nice and easily. Oh, wait, no. I don't have to Arven. No, I could just Janine. Yeah. I just Janine, right? I'm already poisoned, so I might as well. Yeah, okay, this makes sense. And especially, like, I don't want to play Iono anyway because I've got a 0-card hand. So I might as well just get Gengar Gengar out and then just Janine. Yeah, that's so much better than Arven. What was I waffling about? All right, let's go for Janine. And Arven could get me a Forest Seal Stone next turn, so that's nice. But this is Janine doing its thing. Oh, yeah, baby. It just makes Gengar so much more reliable. You know, it just always does something. Right, let's go for the tricky steps here. And I think the worst Pokemon to hold this energy is probably Luminion. I mean, it's either Luminion or Pidgeot. Luminion can shuffle itself back into the deck, though. So I think the worst card to hold this energy right now, funnily enough, it might be Ogerpon. It might be Ogerpon. Ogerpon might be the worst one to have it because it's doing the least amount of damage. So I think but I don't want to give it its retreat. I wanted to like try and find a retreat out. So I will move it to the Pidgeot. Well, there you go for a quick search. And I'm going to need 2 cards here at least, right? A retreat and an energy in order to do something. A bit worried about that Greninja with that power glass. Greninja power glass is kind of funky, eh? So yeah, that's a slight concern. All right. Oh, yeah, they can just Arita, can't they? Yeah, they can Arita and just guarantee energy for retreat with Palkia. But that'd be quite a hefty price for the Star Portal when you're accelerating 1 energy. That wouldn't feel that great for me. Oh, no, they just get... Wait, why are you getting a Poffin for? I guess they got nothing. Unless they have Vessel in hand. That would make sense. But they get a Frogadier. No, and they just pass? Listen, bro, you do you, man. I ain't no judge. I ain't judging. No way. All right, I'm going to Arven, get a candy, get myself a Forest Seal Stone so I could just get myself another Gengar out, and then there is double Gnoring Curse, which would be nice. I'll take that any day of the week, my friend. Let's go for it. Gengar coming in. Oh, yeah, I completely forgot you Oko me. Uh-oh. Yeah, Greninja's a problem, huh? How could I completely forget? It just OSHA. Oh, no, this is kind of bad. I'm a wee bit scared now, eh? Well, it is what it is. I think I go for Dark Patch. No. That doesn't make any sense. I think maybe I go for Handheld. Do you know what? I'm going to go for a Handheld Fan and see what that does for me. It could cause problems. You never know. Well, let's take the knockout. It's just the fact that Greninja could just so comfortably Oko me. I completely forgot I have weakness to it. I always just think it's a water Pokemon, always forgetting it's a fighting type. So maybe I just have to try and play around it. I mean, I can do that. I can always Pecharunt. Oh, I need the tool card though. I need the Mochi. I can always boss up Luminion and take it out of a Gengar. And then how am I finishing off though? Like, yeah, what else am I KOing here, you know? Oh, it's a bloody good question. I can Oko Luminion, but I need another option of 1-hit KO, or maybe I'll just try and go for 2-hit KO on Greninja and then finish off an Oko. I don't know. There's a lot, you know, coming in, so they are going to see a lot of cards here. And we see some decent stuff too. Duskull. Ooh, scary. Oh God. No, that's scary. Yeah, that's very scary. Right, rescue board on Frogadier. Bear in mind, they still didn't guarantee an energy here. They might have just whiffed it. That would be a beautiful sight. Imagine just prioritizing board so much, you just forget the energy. Oh my God, they actually whiffed it. You're joking me. What? That's unreal. Oh my God. How did you do that? Okay, so I just Oko Luminion here? Or do I go for an early swing on Greninja? I think I go for an early swing on Greninja, no? Well, if I Oko Luminion, then I can just 2-hit KO Greninja to finish off the game. They won't be able to take me out in time. So maybe I just Oko Luminion. Maybe I just guarantee myself. I play an Arven here, guarantee a Mochi, which will get the KO. Again, it just coming in clutch, fixing the maths for us. And I think I'm going to go for it, man. That's Arven here. I'm also going now I think I grab Dark Patch, right? Because I have the energy from Pecharunt, because Pecharunt's going to be my final way of winning. And a Mochi. We'll go for Dark Patch onto the Pech. Go for a attachment to Gengar, Mochi, and then just go for Subjugating Chains and take out that Luminion? Strange. Very strange, mind you. A weird card to retreat to. I would have retreated to Frogadier, but that's just me. 2 prizes for us, and yeah, they are just playing really poorly, unfortunately. Like, just get an energy on this Donny. Maybe they don't realize that they can 1-hit KO me. Maybe they're doing the same thing and just forgetting that Greninja is fighting and I'm weak to it. I mean, it's not unheard of. I literally done that this game. But yeah, questionable plays is definitely the theme here. Either way, Buddy Poffin is coming in and a Roxanne. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. You do need to get rid of my Pidgeot though for that to really come into effect. Really? Ultra Ball and Heavy Ball? I can just Ultra Ball for a Pheasant next time. We're fine. Finally, they get the energy. Gnoring Curse comes in. That is not relevant, to be fair, but it's nice to have the extra chip. Why not? They are now going to finally come into me and swing, but it's got to be too late. Like, yes, you can 1-hit KO me, but I have 2 attackers available. All I need is a boss, so that's literally it. That's all I need to win the game. And I haven't played a boss yet, so the thing they got to do is take out my Pidgeot, and that's easier said than done. But actually, no. They could with Palkia with a full bench, so that is something to bear in mind. Oh, look at the Power Glass coming in. Completely forgot about that as well. Okay. Iono, that's fun. I'm tempted to go for it, but I don't think it matters here. I think it's actually much better for me to Ultra Ball for a Fezandipiti to just try and find that boss. Basically, I need boss and energy. That's what I need right now. So I think I'm just going to get the pheasants and try and get that boss in hand, basically. Yeah, I think I'm just going to try and find cards here. So let's just go for a flip the script here. Okay, Arven, I will take that actually, because does that guarantee energy? I don't think it does. Let me just check my deck with Pidgeot, because I'm just going to play it anyway. All right, Arven will get energy. That's fine. Arven will get it. Maybe I go for a Pal Pad. What am I Pal Padding here? What, Janine? No, I don't need to Pal Pad anything, I don't think. I could Pal Pad an Iono, but I've already got a copy. I've got a copy of pretty much everything I need. I don't think I go for Turo. I think my best card to get here is likely just Boss. Right? No. Well, no, because then, yeah, no. Boss is fine, actually, because then they're prompted to Iono me, which means they're far less likely to Gust, which means I keep the Pidgeot. Okay. I think that's correct. Either way, let's just Arven and guarantee our energy on the Pecharunt, so we have an attacker next turn. And I think just because of price trade, I think we do, funnily enough, get the win here. Granted, a slightly undeserved one, but either way, I take wins, bro. At the end of the day, I don't control my opponent. I don't control what they do. It's their decision, not mine. Unless they go for some weird Dusknoir play. Can they pull that off? I don't think they can. Right, well, I'm going to attach a Dusknoir, so that's useless. I mean, could they pull off a... No, they can't do anything with Dusknoir here. There is Dusknoir, but as I said, they can't do anything, right? Even if they were to, like, get a Mirage Barrage on my Gengar for weakness, it still wouldn't be enough. They'd still hit 240. So it's not like they can do anything crazy here. Yeah, they're going to retreat. I think they've realized they can't, there's nothing they can do. I guess you could just attack with a fresh Greninja and then hope I ain't got Boss. But you literally saw me get Boss. Oh, no, they don't. Pidgeot doesn't reveal, does it? No, so they don't know if I've got Boss or not. That's true. Well, they're going for Curse Blast. I get it. I mean, you Curse Blast Manaphy, right? I mean, the best play they could have made is Curse Blast Manaphy and then go for a 1-hit KO to take free price cards, but I would still win. But yeah, that's just not going to happen. What would have been good here is to be able to have another, basically have a Gust into Pecharunt and me have another single prize on the board. That would have won them the game with a Mirage Blade. God, I keep confusing Shinobi Blade and Mirage Barrage. Oh, funny enough, they actually low-key had it. Huh. They low-key had it. That's funny. That's really funny. They legit had it. That's hilarious. But they're going to attach. Yeah, I think you had the potential to find a win here, especially if you got attacks going earlier, but for some reason, they just weren't attacking with Greninja early on and gave me the time to come back. And I remember the specific turn where they had their attack, right? They had Greninja in play. They just needed to Pidgeot for energy, but opted out instead trying to find a Poffin to bench some Pokemon. And they already had a Greninja and a Frogadier. Nah, you get energy at that point. Right, but they're still playing. I mean, I don't know what else they can do. The Turo option's gone. They could have tried Turoing. That would have been a problem. And by picking up Greninja EX, so I can't just Oko it next turn for game. But yeah, they didn't even do that. So they concede. That was a strange game. I think it was too complicated for them and they couldn't figure it out. But there's a learning curve. That's fine. Everyone has to learn from somewhere and get to somewhere, right? But that's going to be it for the games. Thank you very much for watching. It was good fun playing Gengar, and it can be an absolute blast, especially playing against some decks that just aren't prepared for it. And it's nice to see Janine allow it to hit stronger numbers now to actually create relevant situations of winning games that you otherwise would have lost, such as with the Roaring Moon and me being able to KO Luminion in the Greninja matchup. So Janine definitely has buffed Gengar and the Mochi, which is lovely to see. But we'll leave it there. Take care and bye-bye.